Hello, everybody. My name is Maria del Mar Guzman Montoya, and this presentation is to explain my report. So, in this slide, I want to start with the introduction. So, in fact, to fill up the following report, was important to understand that the syllables in this specific court intend us to see, consider, and enhance foreign language teaching using efficient pedagogical strategies and information communication technologies, ICT or TICs in Spanish, um, and this will help us to identify the areas where the class is being affected in base of the learning theories, current trends, cognitive factors, social and emotional influences, and conceptual and cultural factors that were used at the three specific classes I had chosen. So in my three classes, I could identify these three key theories of foreign language acquisitions, where I can get like behaviorist, constructivist, and input theory. So we know that this theory is focused on motivating the students through repetitions and the reinforcement, right? With one of the main authors being Ivan Pavlov. And I observed the use of this theory when all three teachers and in like each class they were like celebrating the students correct answers during their participation, and also because they review topics that they studied or learned in classes before. Constructivism. This theory is supported by Jean Piaget and Lev Vygotsky. And like their names say, it's like a building, it's a process, it's about construction. It's not expecting that we're going to learn everything at once. It's a whole process and emphasize that learning is a continuous and active process where students build their knowledge step by step. This was evident in all three classes as teachers relied on previously covered topics and prior knowledge for the development of the current lesson. I really love this theory. So, input theory that is proposed by the Stephen Krashen is one of my favorites. Sometimes, as teachers, we can have the belief that if we just talk all the moment and all the times and in the second language we are expecting to teach, the students going to be immersed totally in the language and then going to learn faster. But this theory suggests that the student should be exposed to a language input, like a language environment, like language topic, like the topics and the environment, the vocabulary we use, have to be comprehensible at their level, right? And this was reflected in each class because the teachers were using explanations and they repeat questions in Spanish alongside English. And they were ensuring that the chosen topics align with what the students already knew while introducing a new concepts. And I really like this because I feel like these build more confidence and make the student feel more secure at the moment to participate or respond for our class. Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking, so now I need help. Can somebody read this for me, please? Okay, there is too much me talking. Thank you so much. So, in summarize, the gamification and game-based learning, focus like in make games, like pedagogical games and activities that are going to be fun. We're just having fun, but we are not just having fun. We are learning through that games, right? Affective factors in language learning means about like how us as teachers can connect with the student, can create this connection without lost the respect that have to be between a student and a teacher, but how we can make the environment feel safe. Feel like you can trust on me, you can relate on me, you can make mistakes because I treat you in a respectful, lovely way. So you feel safe, you feel love, you feel in a good environment, right? Technology enhanced language learning, TEL, is all the technologies we can use in our classes. Like now, I'm doing this presentation through a laptop, using Canva, using another, like, websites, or we can use always like YouTube for our videos, or now the IAs are getting super popular in teaching strategics. So be hand by hand with the technology in our classes, and the multilingualism and translanguage means when we can fusion, we can go hand by hand, right? With the English and also our first language, that in this case is Spanish. So it's not a bad thing fusion that two languages, because we need to make sure that our students are understanding and getting what we want them to do, or how we want them to do it. Guess what? I need another volunteer to read this. Thank you so much. All right. So, I strongly believe that in virtual educational context, these two can be maybe one of like the two most important when we are talking about teaching a class, right? Having the full attention of the students will not only reinforce their knowledge, but also boosts their confidence, will motivate them, right, to participate more and more. And the short-term memory exercise will aid in learning new vocabulary and reviewing it, right? So, along with perhaps grammar's rule and learning new vocabulary, that's really important, right? By implementing these and receiving praise of correction, as in the conductist theory, a student will be able to progress and become aware of what they need to reinforce. Okay, so social and emotional influences. In my opinion, the interaction, the motivation, the confidence of both, also like the confidence, my confidence as a teacher, and the confidence that we are trying to build in the students, and the sense of belonging are the key factors when it comes to teaching or receiving a class, right? These elements are fundamental drivers for absorbing the knowledge that is instant to be learned or impart, will teach with love and patience, right? If we consider virtual environment, it will say it's important to encourage participation, the purpose of the activities, and express doubts, concerns, or suggestions. Why? Because motivating students with personal, academic, or professional goals is crucial, right? So they don't lose the sight of why they are learning this new language. As teachers, we must understand that we are not just teaching a theoretical aspects of a subject. Doesn't matter what kind of teacher we are, right? Um, Also, we are instilling the seed of love for this specific assignment in our class for the new language as English, right? So, to eradicate absurd talks like yo no puedo con el inglés, es que el inglés no me entra, yo detesto el inglés. We are trying to just delete that thoughts in our students. And we should remind the students that everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers, and that the learning process is a continuous construction, as I explained in the constructivist theory. This way, they can overcome their fear of speaking, simplify because they are afraid of making errors. As educators, it's essential to make our students feel that they belong to the academic community and they are part of they they're part of it, right? So they can feel 100% comfortable and to to be willing to participate, to have a better um, motivation or perspective to receive the class. Okay, so contextual and cultural factors. For me, learning environment is one because in a physical classroom, face to face interactions allows for the use of body language and non-verbal cues, right? But while we are in a virtual environment, these signals are often lost. Students' camera are usually off, and this can affect how much the students interpret the language and how comfortable they feel communicating, right? And the second one is input sources like learning materials such as videos and articles can reflect different cultures. For example, in the class I watch, um, they have a video about daily life or video from Brazil explaining about the culture, or in the other class in oral composition, um, they were about like an anime and horror culture, like a zombie video, and along with an appropriate level of bilingualism, can provide a cultural context that enrich language understanding, where our more neutral content might limit students' cultural connection. In the following in the next slide, I'm going to give you the little lecture, but in summarize, because it's pretty long and we already been in this presentation for too long. In my report, I could integrate the theory with the practice. How? We saw behaviorists, constructivists, impulse theories, the use of technology in language learning, gamification, interaction, confidence, belonging, emotional factors, real time feedback, cultural relevant materials, and all that was involved. That was uh, together to create a class that gets successful and uh, motivate the students to participate, to understand, to be focused, to be attention, to try to um, get these classes with all the love and all the um, motivation they need for learning a new language. Okay, so the problem. Uh, in my three classes, I could like identify that the problem is the fear of participate. Students doesn't want to volunteer to participate, and I think it's mostly because they are afraid to be judged, to make a mistake and the people laugh, or they think bad about them or get a bad grade with the teachers. So in little words, the problem is the confidence of the students at the moment to participate. How we solve this? We need to keep trying different strategies to reinforce the confidence in the student, to be like, hey, you can make a mistake. Hey, everybody make mistakes, because when we are learning a new language, as more we practice and as more mistakes we get and we can get somebody to correct them, more confident we're going to feel at the moment to talk with maybe like a native speaker, or like in a presentation like this, right? So the problem I identified was that the less or like almost no participation for part of the students, um, like in a voluntary way, right? The teachers have to be like, hey, you, Fernando, Camila, Santiago, right? Call them so they could participate. So, in conclusion, we learn in this report that in the three classes I observed, the theories that they were used were behaviorist, constructivist, and the input theory. Then we learn the current trends that we say gamification and affective factors in language learning, technology, and multilingualism. We make a little review about the cognitive factors, attention and short term memory, and feedback. We talk about the social and emotional influences, contextual and cultural factor, integration of theory in the practice. We make like a comparison how these theories are like going in the practice. We identify that the problem is the less or the little participation for the students, and as teachers we need to work really hard to create that confidence more than how we teach our class. Of course that's important, of course the theory is important, but it's more important that our student, doesn't matter what age, feel confident and feel like they can make the mistake. They just going to say it, they just going to do it because they feel safe to participate. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoy my presentation. I'm so sorry it was a little long, but I tried to summarize as much I could.